up on Saturday morning super early. I'm about to start watching some truck driving videos. I don't know how I got on the truck side of social media, but here I am. Okay, so it's so exciting. It's crazy. So you got brokers and you got truckers. And so the broker is the one that makes the contracts with the big companies, and then he issues out the different loads to the truckers, and the truckers can call in and see if they want to take the load. So when they call in, they got to give an MC number. And so some of the people, when they bring up this MC number, when the broker puts their MC number in, he said, we're not working with you, because he said those people are double brokers. So I don't know what double broker is, but he said they're double brokers. And so he won't work with them. So this is the issue. The truckers are going like insane, saying that the brokers are taking all the money, but the brokers are saying you have to take these cheap loads, and if you keep taking cheap loads, then eventually it'll pay off in the long run. So this is the issue. So this one guy that I'm watching, he has an app. So if the broker can't get anybody to take the load, he puts it out on this board, this board, and you can go through and find stuff. So this guy that I'm watching, he's in Florida. I know I'm talking fast, but I got to get it out. He's in Florida. He wanted him to take a load on the app. It said take a load from Florida to Minnesota, but it was a partial load, but it was only paying like $2,100, but it was like almost 1,000 miles away. So, stay tuned for part 2. So the drop off was on almost 1,000 miles away. So the guy on his thing, he scrolls down and it'll say what you used to get paid for a load like this. So the load like this in yesteryears used to be like $5,000 or something, or like $4,900. And now it's only like $2,100 or something. And so when you scroll down some more, it's an operating cost. So the operating cost was like 1,000 and some change. Now, I don't know why a truck driver has an operating cost. So I don't know what that is. So I need somebody to explain that to me. And so the operating cost, and then underneath there, it's the gas cost. I'm thinking it only costs gas, but it's the gas cost. So the gas cost was like $1,500. So when the man scrolled down, y'all, to do that load, you would be negative, like $900 something or negative whatever. You're not making any money. But the broker's stance was, if you pick up loads along the way, you can make money to kind of offset what you're not making. And so then he was talking about deadhead. I don't know what deadhead is in the trucking industry. And then somebody called into the broker and said they couldn't do the load because their truck broke down. And so he said he was going to file a 411 form. So obviously, when I went down in the comments, the truckers was like, oh, that's just a broker crying. So obviously the 411 form is something that you could file and make the trucker pay you for canceling a load at the last minute. Y'all, the trucking industry ain't getting paid. So now I got to do part 3. So the guy that I'm watching, is 2 different guys, the broker and it's a truck driver, but they're not in the same area. So the truck driver guy was saying, quit taking them cheap loads. If we stop taking the cheap loads, they would have to give us more money. But at the end of the day, the truck driver, if you don't take a load at some point, you're not going to be able to feed your family. So it was some truck drivers saying that, like some guy said he had a heart attack. And then guys, when they get to the location, they don't automatically come out there and unload your truck. The one man waited for 7 hours before somebody unloaded his truck. He was at Publix. He was at Publix, and when they take it, the grocery chains, they say don't take them because they take forever. They take it off the truck. They got to verify everything, count boxes before he can drive off. So the other guy was saying that he had like back problems because, like the little bouncy chair thingy, the bouncy chair thing messes up your back. And then the guy, he almost had a heart attack. He said it felt like an elephant sitting on his chest and he couldn't breathe. And 11 days, he got to take a blood pressure test. And if his blood pressure is too elevated, because of his stress level, then he can't drive. So he about to get out the trucking industry. But it was a lot of truckers that was saying they was getting out the trucking industry. Y'all, if you see the truckers on the road, move out their way. Them people on a mission, and they ain't hardly making no money. So now I got to